Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
Hello there and welcome. I'm Maureen Akers.
Good morning.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Gary
again,
Bruce.
Yeah, sure, Gary Bruce.
We need to introduce ourselves.
Right, I know, right? Okay, we have our question today. Let's pop it right up there on the screen. Gary, are you still liable for a collision if the other vehicle was in your blind spot?
All right, so what I should say is this. I want to hear all the facts. I want to know all the facts. I want to be more responsible than just giving a blanket answer. But I think it's pretty clear in this situation. The answer is yes, you're still responsible. You're traveling in your lane legally. That's fine. The guy can't pull into you, right? And you would say, wait, you came into my lane illegally or improperly. And the same the other way. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean it isn't your responsibility to have looked out. And if you can't see where you're going, you don't go there. You know, it's that simple. I've heard that one 100 different ways, but if you cannot see, you don't go there.
Right. Okay.
So, no, that's a pretty simple question.
Okay. Well, do people argue this, I guess, defense often?
Do I hear this often
Yeah.
is the question, Maureen. And the answer is yes, because I hear every kind of excuse for why this happened. You know, we were talking about owning our mistakes, and we all have them and make them, and it's no big deal. When we own them, it's no big deal. I start really every deposition with this question. I'm not giving anything away because all the lawyers in the state who do this stuff know this, but it is this. Do you take responsibility for having caused the collision or the incident that has brought us here today? And invariably, the answer is, of course, no, or a little bit, you know, but not owning it. So, and that's generally why we end up in that situation, why we end up in court, why we end up in disputes. People just not really owning it. And, you know, where I'm seeing it now, so Georgia is a comparative negligence state. So if you can blame some, you know, get somebody to believe that you're 20% at fault maybe, you can reduce a verdict. So I see that. So they'll say, well, you shouldn't have been hanging out in the blind spot. And incidentally, I will say that. Don't hang out back there, you know, but, but there comes a time when we're all in that position if you're passing traffic. But I do see insurance companies raising this a lot these days. Like, well, you were in a place where you shouldn't have been, or somebody said you were going a little too fast. So we're going to throw 20% of the fault on you and reduce even your property damage compensation by 20%. It doesn't hold up. You need to call a lawyer if that does happen to you, but it happens all the time. So anyway, stay safe, keep your distance, but also you're allowed to be in a lane.
Okay. Thank you, Gary. We'll see you on the very next Legal Break.